What's up, guys? This is Adventure Time from Hooked on Versus Time, and today I'm bringing you guys another commentary. Today I'm gonna try out something new. I'm gonna try to tell a story, see how good I do, and let's jump in right into it. Jump in right into it. That doesn't make sense. Oh, before that, let me explain what this is, what you guys are watching. You guys are watching some 70 and 20 gameplay with the Vector. I think it was a pretty good game. I started off really good. Towards the middle it gets a little boring, and towards the end I do good. So it's pretty good gameplay. You guys should enjoy it while I talk and you guys listen to the story. So let's start it off. Okay, so it was this boring Saturday, and I was really bored, and I was in winter break, so I was staying up late, and for some reason I couldn't sleep. Like, that feeling, I don't know what is sleep deprived, is that what it's called? I don't know what it is, but it's pretty much the feeling you get when you can't sleep, and you just want to sleep but you can't sleep, and it's just annoying because you can't sleep. Usually what happens to me at that particular point was I was trying to sleep, and it was just a song stuck in my head, stuck in my head, and I don't know. It's just that song just stays in my head, and I keep on repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. And I'm telling myself to stop repeating it, and I keep on repeating it. And I hate that because that feeling is horrible. And sometimes I've cried out of anger because I couldn't sleep. I'm a high school student, so you guys are around my same age. You guys could relate to this. So yeah, pretty much it was one of those days, right? It was one of those days when I couldn't sleep, and I just got on Twitter. It was about like 4 a.m. in the morning, and I just couldn't sleep. And I wanted to see who was on, so I checked, and thankfully there was these two girls that were on. And these two girls just happened to be in the same room together. They were sleeping over, blah blah blah. And I decided, hey, let me talk to these girls. Big Daddy pimping, Big Daddy pimping. So yeah, I sent them a message, and we just started tweeting at each other, blah blah blah, and eventually it became into text messaging. And at first it was just fun and games and laughing and blah blah blah. I was messaging them both, and it was a good time. It kept me awake, even though I'm pretty sure I could have slept in that time, but I didn't because I was bored and they were still awake. So I put two and two together, and I kept on talking. Blah blah. Okay, so we were just fooling around, and then out of nowhere, one of the girls, I guess, starts flirting with me. Sexting's a better word for it. We started sexting, and for lack of a better word, she started, telling me, you know tell telling she started telling me to tell her dirty things, and make her feel good, and what would I do to make her feel good. I'm not gonna get into too much of detail because that's some private ish, but I'm telling the story in a general fashion. So pretty much we were just messaging each other, the good, right, the good stuff. And the other girl messages me, and she tells me, hey, you want some nude pics? I'm like, I'm this I'm this 15-year-old guy, just these lesbians. These were some lesbians, okay? I'm just gonna put this out there. They were lesbian, okay? And the first picture they sent me was a picture of them making out, and it was I knew them both, and honestly, it didn't turn me on in the slightest. It was actually pretty disgusting, to be honest. It was kind of nasty, but it was still kind of cool to know that these two girls, they just it was an experience. It was an experience of a lifetime. I like that triple right there. It was an experience that I hadn't gone through, and it was just so cool, right? So that was the first picture, and I was as I was messaging them even more, they started to tell me if I wanted more pics, and these pictures were gonna be even dirtier. You get me? You get what I'm getting at? That they were gonna take some nudes, all that ish. And like the horn dog I am, I tell them, just, oh yeah, blah blah. They were telling me what kind of pictures I wanted to take, or I wanted them to take, and they go, and I go, oh, the nudes. Just send me the nudes. And they go, oh, do you want my boobs pressed up her boobs? Oh, I'm gonna fast forward this part just so you guys know, because it's just the round switch. And yeah, they're like, do you want my boobs pressed against her boobs? I'm like, just do whatever you want. And I knew they were playing because I knew these girls in person, and I know them, and they are not this, outgoing and crazy and wild. And so I'm playing along, and I'm like, go for it, just send it to me. And things just kept on escalating and escalating until she goes, oh, we got the pictures. And they took their good old time. This is like an hour later. This is like 5 o'clock in the morning. I still had I was actually hallucinating. I was like thinking about the pictures and blah blah. I wasn't like I wasn't like going crazy about them, but I was like, oh, these pictures might be good, blah blah blah. I was listening in my head what type of pics they were, blah blah. And then they're all like, we got the pics, and I'm like, send it to my email. And they took their grand old time. I'm like, where are the pics? They're like, we sent them to you. And I'm like, no, you didn't. They're like, yes, I did. And I'm like, why did you guys start this? And they go, how we got you, and blah blah blah, you horn dog, and all this stuff, right? And at first, I had a feeling they were gonna do this. Just, I wanted to see how far they would take it. I wanted to see how far they would take it because I knew these girls were. I knew they were lesbian because, first of all, I know them personally. Well, they're not lesbian, but they're curious. Like they had a feeling they wanted to experience it. Blah blah. I'm not gonna judge, but yeah, they're all like, oh, haha, we got you. And let me tell you, one of these girls sits down right next to me in my 5th period class, and the day, because this was in break, right? The day I came back, it was awkward as you just, if there was a word for an exaggerated awkward, that's just what it was. We were sitting down right next to each other, and it was like we hadn't seen each other for just since we didn't see each other for a while. It's like if we never met each other, and it was just awkward as shit. And trust me, you guys might think what awkward feels like, but this was just like, it's way more awkward. Like, I've seen shows where these two drunk people just have sex with each other, and then the next day it's awkward as shit. It's way more awkward than that. There was so much like tension in the room, and I just wanted to tell her like what were you guys doing that night? Like, cause like it was just so crazy to me in my head how this girl could go to school, act so normal, and then look me in the face and tell me that was all fake. So I eventually confronted them, and I'm like, you guys got me, blah blah blah. And then it turns out they go, oh, we took those pictures a long time ago. Bullshit. I do not want to put the pictures up, or I don't want to put show them to you guys because they're a little cray, right? And I don't want to get a YouTube strike for that, and I want YouTube to stay strong. But yeah, pretty much that was the story, guys. I don't know if you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like rating. The last video did pretty good. I'm guessing it's just because it was called my first commentary, and there was people who want more subscribers, and they were commenting you should come check out my channel. But whatever, even to those guys who aren't active, I love you guys. But if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like rating, comment down below your thoughts, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Peace the f out.